Hi and welcome to another video. So I'm about to go on a bikepacking trip. I'm about to go on a just over a week European trip. Nothing too strenuous, and I'm going to be flying out to Slovenia, going through a bit of Slovenia, a little bit of Italy, a little bit of Austria, ending in Germany. And I'm just packing everything that I'm going to take with me, and I thought what I'd do is I'd just do a video as I pack it and show you exactly what I take on a bikepacking trip. It looks like I'm taking quite a lot, but honestly, it kind of doesn't matter how long you go for. Once you're kind of going for a week or more, you need the same amount of stuff because you're just going to wash it as you go. Yes, I take probably more than you need. Like, you could get away with a bit less clothes than I'm taking, but I just like that if some days maybe I can't be bothered washing, or maybe I just can't wash because they're getting late and stuff, I just like to have enough sort of clean clothes that'll get me through just a few days of not being able to wash them and stuff if I need to. So yeah, don't want the video to be too long, which is why I'm kind of rushing. So we'll start with my main bag. So I'm using a Tailfin, and this is the main bag, and this is the one that I kind of want to put stuff in so that at the hotel this is the one I need and I don't need to take the side panniers off if I can't put the bike in the room. So quickly go through what's going in here. So we're going to start off with 3 pairs of bib shorts. They don't take up that much room if you fold them nicely, but if I just push them down it'll get the air out. Next up I got 3 jerseys. So I've got 2 really lightweight jerseys because it is summer and it is Europe, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then I've got 1 sort of mid-weight jersey as well, just in case it's a bit chilly. I've got a gilet, 3 pairs of cycling socks, 2 mesh base layers, and that's it for kind of core cycling kit. I do have sort of the bad weather cycling kit that I hope not to have to touch, but you never know, it could rain, it's going to be a little bit mountainous, so we'll go through that a bit later. Then we're on to normal clothes. So I've got 2 pairs of trainer socks because they're nice and small, 2 pairs of underwear, some technical t-shirts, so 2 technical t-shirts, various drugs. So I've got here some headache tablets, some hay fever tablets, some diarrhea tablets, a bar of soap, so it takes a lot less room and lasts a lot longer than shower gel and shampoo, and you can use it for everything: clean your clothes, clean yourself. Again, this is quite big and a bit overkill. You could just take a roll on, but this is a really good deodorant, so can of deodorant, toothbrush and toothpaste, just go in there. Some earplugs, because you never know if you need them if you're going to be staying somewhere noisy. We've got some DEET. Probably don't need DEET in Slovenia, but just in case, because we are going through the woods and the forest and stuff, I'm going to take that. Similarly, after bite, in case you get bitten, it's just a bit soothing. A tiny shaver, just to have a shave. And a little thing of sun cream. This is Pillow Tan. This is the Eat Sleep Cycle branded Pillow Tan. It does seem a bit gimmicky, but kind of seems to work. That is, I think, everything that's actually going to go in that bag. I've got a list of stuff here of things I can't quite pack yet, and there is nothing on that list that goes in this bag. So the annoying thing is I am going to be taking a hoodie with me because it might get chilly and they take up a lot of room, but that is going to be something that goes in my hand luggage for the way out. Okay, on to the second bag, and this is a rucksack. So this is like a portable rucksack, so it just unpacks and you have this, it's made by Osprey, and you have this rucksack that is very creased, but it's stuff. It's then just a bag I can use when I go on the plane and can take stuff that I want to keep on the plane in it, and I can also use it when I'm like out and about when I'm over there. So everything now that I'm going to put in this bag will then get distributed amongst the other bags while I'm travelling, but for the sake of this video I'm just actually packing how I want to travel, so I'm just going to put it all in here. So we're going to start with this, which is a packable rain jacket. This is actually really big, but it is very light. It's just a cheapie from Decathlon, but it's very, very waterproof. It's a bit of a boil in the bag thing, but if you are up a mountain, stopped for some reason and getting absolutely drenched on more than your cycling jacket is going to withstand, or even if you need to cycle because it's absolutely chucking it down, this is going to be an absolute lifesaver. So a bit annoying that you need to take it, but kind of needs to be done. Then I've got the clothes that I'm going to wear out. So I've got proper old man style trousers that convert to shorts that are really lightweight. I've got some more underwear and socks for the day, and I've just got a regular t-shirt that I'll wear when I'm going out. No, I'm not going to put this in the bag because it takes up too much room. The dreaded hoodie. As I said before, you kind of need something warm. This is the smallest hoodie I own. The other thing that I'm going to put to the side is these. So these are the trainers that I wear when I am bike packing. The cycling shoes that I do use are just not appropriate for walking around on like around towns, or if you want to do a bit of walking in the countryside or something. So I do also have to take shoes. It really irritates me. I do actually wish Tailfin would come up with some sort of waterproof solution for taking shoes on the bike, because it's such a waste of space in your panniers. But yeah, so these are some cheaper decathlon trainers, and they don't look particularly good. They've got a massive sole, they're really cushiony, they're actually really comfortable to wear all day, and most importantly, because they're canvas, they actually squash down pretty small. Next up is just like little things that you need. So I have got passport. I've actually got 2 passports because I need to use my Slovenian one to enter Slovenia. I've got printed off boarding cards. I'm really old school and I don't trust my phone's not going to break. So I always print off my boarding cards. So I've got paper copies just because I don't want to have to pay like 60 quid at the airport for them to have to print them. So I'm going to put that in the bag, even though it is my passport, and I will be checking that it's there about 40 times between now and tonight. I have got a little Carex thing, antibacterial hand gel. I have got my inhaler, which I'm taking with the little prescription sticker on just in case. And I think my prescription's in there as well. Yeah, my prescription's in there as well. Obviously it's prescribed medicine. I know it's just an inhaler and it's nothing serious, but you never know if somebody at the border is going to be like, ooh, what have you got that for? Is it yours? My GoPro batteries, because they can't go in hand luggage. They can't go in the hold luggage. I have got a USB-C charging cable, iPhone lightning charging cable, a dual USB plug thing, and a Euro adapter, which I'll put in here because it's just handy to have in the bag. This is a little wallet I use just to keep euros in, and when I'm over there I'll swap out the pounds in my wallet and put the euros in my wallet, etc. Some headache tablets just in case you get a headache on the journey, and some AirPods. These AirPods have actually been through the wash recently, but they still seem to work, or they can be a bit fussy when charging. And that is everything that's going in my hold bag, which as you can see is it's pretty full. Obviously I'm going to be wearing most of what's in there, and when I'm not wearing it I'll be wearing something else that came out of that main bag. Alright, next up I have got my bar bag. I use this mainly for kind of electronics, so a lot of the stuff that was in my carry-on bag I will actually put into this bag for when I'm on the bike, and I also put a bit of food in as well, and I usually keep my passport in here as well. In this I'm going to put my heart rate monitor. I've got a front light. Along with the front lights I've got 2 lights front and rear for the bike, which I will run every day. I have got my GoPro charger and a spare memory card for the GoPro, and I've got another USB-C cable there as well. So that is sort of my electronics bag. I've also got a frame pump that I'm going to take with me, so that doesn't go in any bag because it's going to go on the frame. Okay, so now moving on to one of the side panniers. I think this is the right pannier, but I'm not really sure. I'm not too concerned, to be honest with you. So I'm going to put at the bottom stuff that I don't think I'll really need to use that much. So I've got 2 inner tubes. I'm running tubeless, so hopefully I won't need to touch them. I've got a couple of pairs of brake pads. I've got a couple of quick links. I'm going to stick in here a selection of cable ties. I've got a set of Allen keys, which I'll put in the bottom. Got a pedal spanner, just put that on the side. Some tape, a spare derailleur hanger, a patch kit. Because I'm running DT wheels that use these specific spokes, I've got a spare spoke kit, so that's got 2 of each type of spoke that my wheel uses and some spare nipples. I'm taking a spare set of cleats. Now that might seem overkill, but I was in Kielder Forest 2 weekends ago and I actually lost a bolt out of the bottom of one of my cleats, and I know I can just take some spare bolts, but for what it takes, they're only SPD cleats, so for what it takes I can just take some new set of cleats. I'm going to take some Dynaplug refills. I've got some chain lube, which is in a bag just in case it leaks. This carrier bag, that'll become apparent soon what I've got that for, because I've got these, which are my cycling shoes. So they will go in there quite nicely. While I'm cycling, this is where my walking shoes will go. And the reason that I've got the carrier bag in there is because if the cycling shoes are all mucky and I need to put them in there, or if anything's mucky and I need to store it, I've got a carrier bag to put the mucky stuff in so I don't get the bag and everything else in the bag messy. And that's everything that goes in that right pannier. Okay, and the final bag is this, which is I think it's the left pannier. It's the other pannier, and in here I'm going to put in the bottom stuff that I don't think I'll need. I always take a few little sachets of this chamois cream, some long gloves. I'm going to take some regular short gloves, a skull cap, because if it is cold up the mountain and a buff, then I'm going to get really sad if I don't have those two items. I'm going to take some leg warmers, and then this is an insulated Rapha protein winter jacket. Then more likely to need winter stuff is arm warmers, which I wear quite a lot even in summer, and a rain jacket, which I'm sad to say I've worn a lot even in summer. And then we top this bag off with stuff that I am going to want quite regular access to. So start off with drink stuff. So I've got some hydration tablets, and then I've got some carb mix. So I always use the same carb mix. It's high five, it's nothing special, but it's the flavour I like. It works well for me. And then I've bought a load of treats. So I've really got into these gummies. So I've bought a load of them to take with me. These are overkill as well, but I really like these SIS bakes. So I've bought a load of them to take with me. I got these because they were cheap. I don't know if they're any good, I've never really tried them before, but raspberry and white chocolate bars by High Five, so I thought I'll try them. And then I've got the classic SIS energy bars. These are banana fudge. It's one of the reasons why I keep going back to them banana fudge ones, is because I don't really like them that much. So it means that I can buy them and I'm never tempted to snack on them at home. Whereas them SIS bakes, you know, it's like having a cake. They're so delicious. So that's not a good thing to have in your kitchen cupboard. And that is that pannier fully packed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to put all this luggage on the bike. I'll show you it on the bike. I'll show you the bike with all the luggage on, and then I think that'll be it for this video. Okay, so this is going to be pretty quick because it is trying to rain, but I've put the bags on the bike. I haven't strapped them, I'll do that in a moment. And so the bar bag's on, the panniers are on left and right. I did get it the right way round, and the main bag is on. And the reason I do this is just to make sure that I've got everything, like I've not forgotten a component that goes with the Tailfin rack or something stupid, you know, I haven't forgotten the axle. It just means that I know everything's there. I'm actually going to just go and ride it up and down the street just to make sure everything is okay. I have put my gravel H tyres on for this trip, which, yeah, they are good for when you're doing quite a bit of tarmac. The front's lost a bit of air, but I'll pump that back up. It's not lost too much. I have ridden it. I did Dolby on it recently. I've put a new chain on because the chain was a little bit stretched, not mega stretched. I need to take the pedals off, but they're on the bike at the moment, so everything there, if I take it off, will go straight into a bag. I've got my 2 bottles, the frame pump's on. I've got another tube that's underneath the saddle there. In here, I've got things like my Dynaplug, some boots, some tyre levers, Crank Brothers multi-tool, which also includes a chain braking tool, and I've also got the charger for my power pedals, because if I don't have that I can't wake them up from travel mode. So yeah, hopefully that's useful. You can see what I take bikepacking. It's more than some people take, it's less than other people take, but as you can see it all fits pretty okay on the bike. So yeah, I'm going to get on with the packing now. I'm going to give it a quick test ride first, and I will be uploading videos, I think, of my trip as well, so keep an eye out for those. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.